Hi guys, and welcome back to Leslie Through the Looking Glass. For those of you that are new here, hi, my name is Leslie. For my returning viewers, as always, thank you so much for coming back and continuing to support my channel. It really means so much to me. Alright guys, happy Mental Health Monday. I have been a little bit MIA. Life is life, right? So I've been having a really tough couple weeks. Really just mentally and physically drained. It's just hard when you're struggling sometimes to stay in your routine and you just kind of go into like survival mode and just do the things that have to get done. And that's kind of where I was at. But things are seemingly getting back on track, seeming to get back more to normal. And into our like summertime routine. So I'm very hopeful we're going the right direction. I have just found that it is very hard sometimes to communicate with my anxiety, and others really like, because again, I mean, I don't expect anybody to understand the feelings and stuff, but sometimes it's just very hard to communicate, the things you struggle with on the first try. So often, like, if you have like multiple reasons for being uncomfortable in a situation or something along those lines, I tend to put out the not anxious reasons first, like the other like more logical things or factual things versus the things that my anxiety seems to have a control on. And sometimes those things are not even like, those things are logical concerns, but because of your anxiety it makes them like really extreme. And it's just always nerve-wracking to see how other people will take that information. So that's always kind of concerning and difficult for me to express. So that has caused some struggles for me in general lately. And then there's just been life. Life is hard. Marriage is hard. Communication can be hard. All of these things. Being super busy and just trying to do a lot of things. It's just a balance, and life has been a little bit overwhelming for me lately. So I did have a therapy session, not last week, the week before, that definitely helped me kind of like just organize my thoughts and get those in a healthy spot. And that was a really good move for me. It was able to then prioritize my emotions and my feelings for a few days. And it was a very good thing. And I just was kind of quiet on all my social media. I did post a little bit here and there, but it was very quiet compared to my normal. And it was just the time that I needed to prioritize real life things, and my mental health. So that being said, hopefully things are on the upswing and I am back. But just know, like, I know a lot of us and people who watch this are also active on social media and stuff, and everybody always, apologizes like, oh, sorry I've been gone, or sorry I've been MIA, which I probably did at the beginning of this video because it's just ingrained in our minds to do that. But I'm not sorry, actually. Like, right? We shouldn't be sorry. This is just, I mean, there are people out there that do this for like monetary benefits, stuff like that. But for those of us that just create because it's a passion and a like passion project or labor of love kind of thing, or something that's important to us for whatever various reasons, like, it's okay. I am always going to take the time I need to spend with my family, to prioritize my responsibilities in real life or whatever they may be. That being said, I always think I can learn things from that, and I then like coming back to this space to share and like speak on those things, because that's what this whole channel is about, right? Is me speaking on my truths and the things that I learn along the way. So it will definitely continue to be a learning curve for me right now, and just we're going to be working a lot on communication in my household and trying to not I'm very quick to react or to say things that I think are going to come off like joking or funny, but they are also like things my anxiety is feeling. So it's hard to sometimes find a way to communicate those and not come across rude or nasty, especially in the moment. So that is something that recently was brought to my attention. I really thought I was like making a joking comment, and it was a very hurtful comment. And I did it in a way that I thought was joking, as a different way to approach a subject to have a conversation about, and it backfired because I did not think that through well. I needed to take time and come back and say, hey, this kind of made me uncomfortable, blah, 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 instead of really, truly, it was probably more of a passive aggressive comment, and it wasn't intended that way, but it was. And so I'm really starting to work more on my communication of my anxious thoughts and learning to take a beat and think it through on how I need to approach it. It's still very hard for me to do. It will still always probably be hard for me to do, but for me personally right now, that is one of the things I am specifically working on, and that I talked about with my therapist on how to approach those things better and still feel like I'm being heard. But I think most of us with anxiety know that we tend to lash out and be angry when we're anxious. It's one of the most, like when you see those memes or carousels going around with like things that people don't necessarily link or realize are anxiousness, that is one of the number one things, is like outbursts of anger and frustration. And I do that a lot. So I didn't realize I was still doing it as much, and I've definitely been, I think, better about it at least. But I am still doing it. And one of those examples happened this past week. And after the fact, I was able to say, hey, I'm sorry that was my approach. This is really like why this is what it is, and explained it. So I always am trying to improve or trying to find new ways to approach things or new ways to accomplish things. If the current way is not working. But unfortunately for me, I go through a lot of what I think are good ideas that are not. And then after the fact, I'm like, okay, of course that was a horrible idea. And I don't know if others relate to that struggle. I mean, I think that's, mental health aside, probably just people who communicate differently and trying to find that balance can relate to that. So yeah, that is the big thing right now for me and my anxiety, is communication and learning how to fairly treat people when I'm anxious, because it is a big problem to not be respectful no matter how you're feeling. So yeah, that is my main focus of the week this week, and kind of what I wanted to share with you guys that I talked about recently, therapy, and what I have been seeing in the big picture. I haven't done a great job yet stopping it before it happens or recognizing it in the exact moment, but I do feel like I've seen it after the fact and been able to at least say, hey, I'm sorry, this is what I'm working on, this is what I meant to say, and apologize on that pretty quickly. And for me, that's a big step. So yeah, I'm proud of that. But yeah, I don't know, guys. I keep saying, but yeah. That's really all I have. I really hope I'm back to our regular Monday meetings, and then I'm really wanting to get some of my Disney Saturday content going. I keep starting and stopping on that, and yeah, I don't like it. So I'm hoping to do some sort of Genie Plus or travel tips coming up this Saturday, and then try to figure out some fun different Disney things that I can rotate through between like talking and travel tip planning kind of tips, and then like Disney at home and that kind of thing. I do have a couple small shop things to show off soon. So that will be a video, kind of a mini small shop haul, because I love supporting the Disney small shops, and that is that. But I'm going to get going. I still have things to take off my to-do list, and we have soccer practice and pictures tonight, so we have to leave in a little bit. Hope you guys have a great week, and I will hopefully have a video up for you guys Saturday. Have a good one, guys. Bye.